Hello again, everyone. This is Age of Dune, and we are back casting another League of Legends game. As you can see here, it is Jessica Jung. We saw her just the other day in one of our other games, and I saw her this time again. Saw a name I recognized, so I said, sure, let's go ahead and do that one. Alright, so in this game, again, it was obviously high elo, diamond from last season, pretty much, as you saw in the little blurb there at the beginning. So down bottom, we have Kog'Maw versus Reaving, Jessica Jung and Mr. Wish. 1ONZ versus Little Kibble, Sona versus Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank looks like he's going in for a kill. Oh, there's a gank up here. We're gonna have to look at that. Let's see. Let's go see this. All this action. So much action. Okay. Yeah, apparently it was going on for quite some time. Alright, so Zen came in for a lane gank. Olaf came in from a river gank. Lee Sin just flashed out. Looks like Rumble and Olaf are both going in on the Xin now, but now in came the Jace as well. So now those two are on the run. There's first blood on Rumble to Jace. Second blood goes to Xin against Olaf. So very nice there. Very good of Jace to come up here and know that he was needed, and he got rewarded for that. So alright. Back to the team calling out there. We have Grumpy Lol on Talon versus Small Sushi on the Jace that just got the kill there. We've got Your Butts on Rumble versus Taigeta on Lee Sin. And we've got Chicken Wang as Olaf versus Whoopins as Xin Zhao. Let's go ahead and look back at what just happened there down bottom. Draven getting some kills. Alright. So there's the Blitzcrank pull. Pulls him in. Draven goes in on Sona. Sona flashes out of that. She's fine. But she goes back into that bush, and she immediately gets hit by Draven. Draven got her down fast. She went down because of that pop-up as well. Draven flashed out to get away from Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw's now turret diving at level 3, which is not usually a good idea. And there is the Blitzcrank pull to explode the Kog'Maw. Not the best idea for the Kog'Maw to turret dive at level 3. I can somewhat understand. You can tend to kind of get greedy sometimes. I want that kill. So, yeah. I guess all in all, I can't say I blame him overly much, but it was definitely not the best decision. So, as you can see here, I'm getting everything lined up in the correct spaces. There we go. Kog'Maw versus Draven, Lee Sin versus Rumble, Jace versus Talon, Sona versus Blitzcrank, and Xin Zhao versus Olaf. So, alright. Looks like down middle we don't really have much going on. Looks like Blitzcrank is actually going back. Saved his line. Ooh, there's a little bit there. Hold on. We'll see how exactly this happened. Sorry, there's the Olaf coming around. He does get picked up by this ward. Xin Zhao's here, so he goes in on him immediately. Jace is coming. He hits him with his Q, I believe that is, and Xin Zhao and Jace just both go in and kill that Olaf. So that really stinks for the Olaf. Without that ward, he would have been fine, but that ward is what caught him. So that's definitely a good place to ward as mid, because you know when the jungler's coming. Rumble is actually going back at the moment. And yes, he actually did successfully go back. A lot of times, I've noticed that the high elo players tend to start their back, and then if nothing happens, they just don't let it finish. Wow. Blitzcrank got really low there. If Kog'Maw was 6, he would be dead right now, but she's not. So, he's not quite dead. Not quite dead yet, sir. But he definitely got very low, so he's going to have to be very careful at the moment. They did also pop his mana shield. So he's going to have to go back again, even though he just went back. That's got to stink. So in mid, Talon did go ahead and silence the Jace. Jace is having a pretty good time at the moment, as he's what? 2 kills? Yeah, 2 kills and an assist. So he's having a really good time here. I'm not sure, has he gone back? It does not look like he's gone back. Talon just went in on him, and he did end up killing him there. He just blew his entire cooldowns, all of his cooldowns on him. And meantime, top had a little bit of action as well, so let's go ahead and look at that. Alright, so Rumble was extended there. He does have a ward, but it's down there. Xin came in from his enemy jungle, And they just completely destroyed that poor Rumble. He tried to run away, but there's really nothing he can do versus Xin and Lee Sin. There's just too much CC there, especially with Zin's pop-up. It just hurts. Hurts. So, good gank there, coming in from over here instead of here. There was nothing he could do. It looks like Talon's actually going in on the Xin to punish him. I don't think he's going to be able to take him down now. Xin escapes with no problem at all. He does pop a healing potion, but it's not really a big problem. Down bottom, Draven is pushed to his tower, as it really should be. When you're 2 versus 1, you want to try to push them to the tower a lot of times if you have it warded, so that they miss out on CS as possible. I mean, Draven is good, so he's not actually missing out on much CS at all. A lot of times, the higher elos, you will see them successfully get that CS no matter what. But I know for my elo, that is definitely a good tactic. And now it looks like Lee Sin just got caught a lot there. He was actually proxying. Oh, he actually might make this. No, he does not. I thought for a second he would, but the Rumble Fire Blast there was what did it. He was proxying over here, and actually we can go see that. Yeah, see, as you can see here, he's proxying here, giving the enemy minions plenty of time to hit on the tower, and making it so that giving his minions plenty of time to hit on the enemy tower, and in the process making it so that his minions are not killing the enemy minions. So now Rumble came in, and Olaf came in from the jungle and just hit him with that axe and slowed him down. He tried to escape with that jump there, and that was a really good attempt actually. And it almost made it if it were not for Rumble's little fireball of doom there. Fire blast of doom. So Lee Sin is dead. So he's 1-1-2 to Rumble's 1-2-0. So he is still ahead. And 34 CS to 21. So yeah, he's definitely ahead in both kills, assists, and... well, he's tied in kills, but kills, assists, and CS. So he's sitting pretty nice there. Now it looks like the purple team has pushed the blue team back to their tower down bottom. Sona and Kog'Maw are being pretty careful, but now in comes Zen. He's probably thinking about coming in for a gank. Blitzcrank just came in, and now out comes the Zen. So Zen goes in, pops up the Blitzcrank, I would imagine. He did not even need to pop up the Blitzcrank. He's now going in on the Draven. He still has his pop-up. And Draven did end up killing the Sona, but Zen is going to manage to kill Draven. Draven's Ignite did kill the Zen, though. And Kog'Maw actually got really close to dying from the minions there. So that ended up being really close to a triple kill for Draven. Draven still got a double kill, and I think Kog'Maw did not get a kill out of that. Kog'Maw got an assist. So that actually is not the best thing in the world for the purple team. It's nice to get those kills and all, but in this case, it's really hurting the bot lane because Draven just got a double kill and Kog'Maw got 2 assists, and that's all. So gold-wise, Kog'Maw is now behind. As you can see, Draven has his BF sword, whereas Kog'Maw has 2 Dorans. So lane's going to be a little bit harder for Kog'Maw now, but all in all, I think she should still be fine. Alright, so it looks like Xin is actually going to go ahead and give the blue buff to Jace here. Always nice as the jungler when your ally is able to give you that second blue buff at 9 minutes or 8 minutes, whatever it is. In this case it was 9. I think usually 7 minutes. Actually, this could be the third. I don't think so, though. I could be wrong. I might have missed one. But it's definitely nice to get those buffs. And now it looks like Talon's coming in from behind. He went through the enemy jungle and was able to land his hit on Sona. He did have to flash to actually kill her. That was a very close Blitzcrank pull there. Now, Kog'Maw is going to go ahead and land her ulti there, and Talon says, fine, I'm going to come in, but he does go under the tower. Kog'Maw is able to take him down before he's able to take her down. And now Jace is here saying, hey, let's do this. So he's going to go ahead and push this back. It looks like, oh, wow, that was close. That Draven ulti almost killed Jessica Jung here. Good dodge by her part. Now she has to not tank these minions because she's pretty low, and she could probably end up being killed. It's possible to be killed by the minions. It's not a good feeling. So, looks like Jace is still just hanging around here, just wanting to do as much damage to the bot lane as he can so that Kog'Maw can safely go back so she can get her next item, hopefully. Rumble here has pushed Lee Sin to pretty close to the tower, but Lee Sin is really not having that much trouble. He has his shield, So a lot of Rumble's damage just gets eaten up by that. But Rumble has his own shield, so Lee Sin's also not able to do a ton of damage to him. Yeah, tons of damage. Alright, Talon's clearing his wave. Looks like he's thinking, no. For a second there I thought he was going to go down bot again, but he decided not to. It's a good dodge by the Lee Sin there. Jumped over. Xin is now coming up behind this Rumble. Rumble is in trouble. There's the kick from Lee Sin. Rumble does flash over that wall, though, to try to get away. He does ulti as well to slow down the enemy, but it's not quite enough. Lee Sin did land his Q, but now Lee Sin's having to run, because in came the Olaf to save Rumble. And he successfully saved that Rumble. Rumble's going to go back now, and Lee Sin's going to go ahead and get his farm, and Rumble's going to miss out on his, and Zin's going to go back to the jungle. And it looks like Kog'Maw's going to go ahead and take the double golems here. Reaving and Blitzcrank are keeping this a little bit too pushed. Or not pushed. They are too dangerous to stay bottom when you are not quite high. So Sona and Kog'Maw are wisely just letting Draven push to the tower. They are missing out on a little bit of CS here, but most of it they're not actually missing out on because Draven is pushing it fast enough that it just goes, and their minions don't take a ton of damage, which is great for Kog'Maw. But yeah, see how much damage that Draven axe throw did. Draven is very powerful. You know, if he's played right, he can just rip through an enemy with no problem at all. He does fall off late game, but early game, he just takes everything down. And a lot of times, from what I understand, it's not so much that he falls off late game, although I think that's part of it, but it's also the fact that in team fights, it's really hard to do his positioning when you've got to worry about catching the axes. Ooh, looks like Talon just got caught by Zin's out here. He did flash over here. There's the ult from Draven. Now Zin's out, just got yanked back by the Blitzcrank. There's a double kill to the Talon. Blitzcrank goes down to Sona. Draven just went down to Jace, and now Sona's going to go ahead and take double golems. Great for Sona. Free stuff. It's alright. Not too bad. That ended up being a 3 for 2. Yep. 3 for 2. So for the blue team, that actually definitely came out ahead there. Draven is 3-2-2. Kog'Maw is 1-2-5. Kog'Maw, I think, is still behind on this. Yeah, especially with this CS. That's a 27 CS difference. So Kog'Maw's still definitely behind, but not quite as far now as she was before. So she's probably somewhat happy. As you can see here, the blue team actually only has a ward here. They do not have a ward here or here. This ward, I think, was what caught Talon there and allowed Xin to come in, but I could be wrong. It might not have been there. And he could have just been timing it just right. Now the ward from the purple team on Dragon is gone, but it looks like Blitzcrank is coming with more wards. Yep, there we go. There's one ward, there's the other ward. This is where I always ward too. Gives you plenty of time to react to the jungler coming from both directions. I noticed a lot of people like to just ward here, which I've always found does not give me nearly enough time. Ooh, she just got caught there. She was too far extended, and Blitzcrank came up from behind her. She did not go down, luckily for her, but she was definitely caught. And now they see Talon here, who's thinking about coming in to take this. He does end up going in on the Sona, and now the Xin comes in. There's the ulti from the Talon, but I don't think it's going to work. No, he does go down to the Xin. So that Xin being here, that's the second time that has turned things around. And now Kog'Maw's just going to go ahead and lifesteal her way back up. And looking up top, it looks like there was another gank on the Lee Sin. Where was he? Alright, so he went running that way from Rumble. And he tried... we'll see. Yeah, he went ahead and jumped to a minion. And now he jumped to another minion, but that Rumble ulti slowed him down enough, and followed immediately by the axe from Olaf that he's gone. Not sure exactly what he's trying to do there. I think he was probably going to try to Q to the minions and then jump over, but he did end up going down. So it was a good escape attempt, but it did not end up working, and now a minion has destroyed a purple turret. So this, yeah, that turret is gone, but this turret went down for the purple team, so they're still pretty close in gold. Blue team's a tiny bit ahead, but not very much at all. All in all, that was a fairly even trade. It looks like Blitzcrank's thinking about going ahead and landing a pull. He does land a pull on Sona, pops her up. There's the Draven ulti, which misses. Good dodge there by the Sona, and the Draven ulti goes whee! It hit one minion, so there's that. And there we go. Draven now has his ulti back, but yeah, it's still on cooldown. Poor Draven. But it was a good attempt there. He thought he was going to go ahead and just take that Sona down, but he didn't. So now, as you can see here, the blue team is actually able to safely farm with very little problem, because it's a whole lot harder for the purple team to go ahead and gank now. The blue team has all of this space to farm, and this is all fairly protected for the blue team. The purple team, on the other hand, has to come all the way out here, and that is massively exposed for the purple team if they want to farm. Which, you know, they do. And now it looks like this is actually pushing back this way, as this is the purple team's wave that matches this one. So it's going to come back here and is going to be able to be farmed again. Rumble and Lee Sin are playing around in the river here. Jace and Xin. Looks like Xin was thinking about going up there to help, but it did not end up being necessary. And now Lee Sin's going back to his tower to keep the Rumble off. No tower for you. There you go. Rumble's just doing his little fireball. Very nice. Ooh, lots of action down here. There goes the Talon ulti. Talon does end up taking down the Xin Zhao. Now the Jace is trying to escape. He does toss back the Blitzcrank, so he did successfully escape, but now his tower is almost definitely going down. All of the purple team except for Rumble are mid. So this is definitely hurting for Jace. Jace almost got pulled there by the Blitzcrank. Good attempt by Blitzcrank. Oh, and Rumble just, or not Rumble, Kog'Maw just DC'd, which is very sad. It's very unfortunate. And now the purple team is slightly ahead in gold, and they're probably going to get this tower too, so they're going to get an even bigger bonus there. And now it looks like Talon's actually coming in on Lee Sin, so Lee Sin's in trouble now. Yeah, here we go. Rumble versus Rumble and Talon, and they just take down Lee Sin with no problem at all. And now the purple team's going to go ahead and get Dragon as well. So this past 2 minutes has been really unpleasant for the blue team, especially with that DC. DCs completely destroy your game. Sometimes, a lot of times really, if the person comes back, you can still come back from it, but it's really difficult. So, sorry about that. That was me. Yep, there's the Dragon for the purple team. And blue team has now lost all of their outer turrets. So they're in pretty bad shape now. They are 3.2k behind. Not a ton. Not really. Not by 18 minutes. They're still pretty close. But they're definitely falling behind, and they're hoping that they don't continue letting it go this way. But if Jessica Jung does not manage to reconnect, things are not going to be pretty for the blue team. Now it looks like the blue team is actually pinging Baron, which is kind of odd. I think they might be just saying, hey, ward this. But I'm not altogether certain. They might actually be wanting to go for it. I doubt it, though. You don't normally see that when it's a 4 versus 5, a Baron call. Rumble's coming, it looks like, to go back up top. Lee Sin decided not to go in on that because they do not know where the rest of the team is. Now they do. So it looks like Lee Sin and Xin are both thinking about going mid, along with Jace and Sona. Xin is now going in. He does end up hitting, and there's the pop-up on the Blitzcrank. There's the Talon ulti as well. Blitzcrank is going down. Xin is now trying to take off. Olaf, Draven, and Talon are all here. They're going to go ahead and take down that Lee Sin. Now they've got the Sona slowed. She's going to go down as well. Jace is now trying to escape. He's in trouble. 3 versus 1. Not going to turn out well for him. He does flash over that wall, but now he's kind of stuck. Yeah, there we go. And he's going to try to take down that Talon, but he did not end up doing it. So he does go down as well, and that ended up being a 3 for 1, and that one was the support, which by now is not worth a ton of gold. I mean, he's still worth gold, but by no means is he really worth 3 deaths. I don't think anybody would really be worth that. Now the purple team is going to go ahead and take this tower here, and there's nothing the blue team can do because in large part they are dead. They're coming back up now, but I don't think they're going to be able to save this tower. I highly doubt it. Yeah, this tower is just going down way too fast for that. Now out comes the Draven, and he just takes it down the rest of the way. So there's the end of that tower. It looks like they're actually going to keep pushing for this tower as well. Lee Sin and Sona are way out here, which is kind of interesting. They're not trying to defend their tower. So they're actually most likely going to lose this one as well. due to no defense, but the Lee Sin just got caught there. Olaf, Blitzcrank, and Talon are all going in on him. He's going to go down pretty fast. He does go down, and now Sona... Oh, Jace was able to take down that Draven, though, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. So there they are at the base. There's the Lee Sin getting caught. They know he's there. I guess he was just trying to lure them away. There's Xin, goes in on the Draven. Draven throws a couple hits on him. There's the pop-up of the Draven, and now here's the rest of the team. They do end up taking down that Draven. So that was actually really good by them. Kept them slowed and everything. Talon's going back. Quite a few members of the teams are going back. Unfortunately, Jessica Jung has not reconnected yet. And that was a surrender. So there we go. That was the end of the game for them, and that's kind of sad. But, I can't say I blame them with a DC. So that's the end of this game. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the items. I know it's not quite fair considering the whole DC thing, but so Draven here has a Bloodthirster, Zeal, Berserker's Greaves, Cloak of Agility, and a Doran's Blades versus Kog'Maw, who, again, DC'd, so keep that in mind. Zeal, Berserker's Greaves, Vampiric Scepter, Double Dorans, and a Cloth Armor. Rumble has Haunting Guise, Hextech Revolver, Ninja Tabby, Doran's Shield, Amplifying Tone, and 2 health potions versus Lee Sin with a Warmogs and Mercury Shreds. I guess that's not too bad. I don't know. That seems pretty bad to me. But I mean, he's pretty close in CS, so he's not really that bad. But the 4 kills is quite a bit there. Talon has Bloodthirster, Brutalizer, Ninja Tabby, Doran's Blade, Ruby Crystal, and a Crystalline Flask. Good item. Jace has Bloodthirster, Brutalizer, Ninja Tabby, Pickaxe, and Tear the Goddess. Blitzcrank has a Sightstone, Ionian Boots of Lucidity, Cage's Lucky Pick, Emblem of Valor, and a Crystalline Flask versus Sona's Ruby Sightstone, Kindle Gem, Philosopher's Stone, Doran's Shield, and Boots of Speed. Doran's Shield, that's interesting. You don't normally see that on supports. Alright, I guess it makes sense though versus Draven. And then finally we have Olaf with Warmog's Armor, Ninja Tabby, Madreds, and a Longsword versus Xin Zhao with Lock of the Iron Solari, Boots of Mobility, Madreds as well, and a Ruby Crystal. So I hope you guys enjoyed this game, even though there was that DC. It was still a pretty good game, all considered. And hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Bye.